Let's go. I'm gonna have a field day. The boy got some rookies out there. You gotta give it a second. Refresh it, whatever, you know, it shit gonna pop up. Oh shit. Today is white. Let's see what this nigga like to run. Hold on. Off. He 30 in passing, got 19 in rushing. He like that. I'll go all the way out and go back in. I'm saying do this sometime. It just popped up on my, it just popped up my Gmail or whatever. I try it now. You try it now. Huh? Who? Oh yeah, I seen that shit earlier. You nigga died at 30, man. Shit crazy. You got it here for you? I'm saying ain't no pop-up, you gotta go into it. It probably ain't no pop-up. Alright.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm going to wake him up now as soon as I finish this. And take his ass to school.
Watson now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up, he rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. It was 3rd down. Defensively, was hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down and 4, Watson, and he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. first down. Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They straight tried me. All right, JJ, why I ain't miss no fucking tackle right there?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he'll go down for a loss inside. So 5 at the 4. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yes.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
What's 14-50? You got to say that one again.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
I can't hear you. Okay.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 2nd and very short, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 21 yards there on 3rd down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Allen to throw it. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's caught by Brown. John Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On On second down now, it's Miller.
Get back that bullshit.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Keep trying me.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Watch the twin. Alert.
On first and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there.
You got to snatch that shit for real tough.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
And we
So the line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. Check 26, check 26.
Now it's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown,
That dirty
Houston.
bitch.
Will Fuller.
Trying me like
His
this.
9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
So just tried me.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And
Try
that'll
me
make
like
our
this, man.
score 14-7.
Like I'm a hoe out here, so.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, box drop.
Allen now looks to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
56.
Throwing now is Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Allen again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Mike, round 80. Right there, 55.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. He finds Yeldon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still worked nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson dancing to his left. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Allen. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
At 58 is the mic. Half 85, half 85. All 52. Check 49, check 49, check 49. Check 90.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So we reach halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
But I got the Texans.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
And this will be
franchise thing. I got
and he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Yeah.
They'll run on 1st down. Miller. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
from the 29. Watson flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by
Fucking fucked up. I ain't even come to fucking ball like a bitch.
I come back to
Damn, bro.
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that
Damn,
point?
bitch from the
Whatever you're
ball.
going to pick up to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
In my own fucking
It'll
red
be
zone.
2nd
Fuck,
and 12.
man.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Carter. Call that a 46-yard punt. They can get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the
Run that
last
shit back,
possession.
boy.
Is that word against symptomatic?
I'm gonna be gone.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong
Nigga got in the
team.
sky and fuck out that shit, dude. Man. You got that about down the fucking
Bills
field,
come
man.
to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little
Don't
bit,
run that shit
asking
you
a
want
lot of
to.
questions.
I'll
What
crack
are you
your mother,
seeing? What are
man.
you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
All that, and it only nets them a yard. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
Dang, we got to get this fucking zone.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Carter. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on.
What the fuck you doing?
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Damn.
Shaq
I do that
Lawson
bitch.
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first down, Watson. And he's intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42.
Man, should have bad-ass ball,
And
man.
he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Damn.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on
Man, to that
defense.
bad-ass
They're
ball.
suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Two of the motherfucking bad plays. Two of the motherfucking mistakes.
The Texans
Oh, the fucking
offense
Reds,
ready to
huh?
go here for their next drive.
Crazy.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
Let's go.
the coach is walking that line
I ain't
of
going down like
being
I'm motherfucking fight though.
and
Just
really
believe
being
that.
firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch.
Yeah.
And his pass is
real,
intercepted
bro.
for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick.
Hey, you gotta throw
He
it over
had
nigga
2
head, man.
interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a
That run
chance.
shit out. That
He's
run
helping his
shit
team in a
clap.
huge way.
That's going to go as a loss
You
of
run the
1
ball
on
over.
first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Dalvins. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front.
Come on.
On 3rd down, Dalvins, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Slide the bitch to the left. Slide to the left.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dalvins, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dalvins trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
No PP. No PP.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Lamar Miller. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Here we go on fourth. Watson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Back to throw, Watson. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
On first down, it's Watson. That run sets him back. A loss of 6.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
You can't find it.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Watson. And that is
been dropping balls all
so
fucking
17
day.
seconds now on the clock here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.